audience.
Hello.
We have a studio audience here too.
Pretty awesome.
So you guys, it's really good to have you guys here. You guys are going to be at the Jubilee Auditorium tomorrow night with Paul Brandt. Does he always tour in the winter, or is it just me?
We've been waiting for him to take us on tour for years, so it could have been minus 75 and we would have gladly gone on tour. It's all good.
He plans that on purpose. That's the only way to get the building full, right? People come in from
Yes,
out of the cold.
yes.
No, you guys would pack the building no matter what. Now, you've opened up for Brad Paisley, Keith Urban, Leanne Rimes, Reba. Paul Brandt has been a huge influence on you guys. Where were you all before all that?
We were, High Valley's been together for 15 years. Brian was 9 and I was 12 when we started. We've made many albums that we never want you to hear, and actually some that we probably begged you to play years ago that you never did, thank goodness. So High Valley's been working hard in the trenches in our van that has hundreds of thousands of kilometers, and Paul took notice in 2007, and a couple years later we were able to, start getting on the CCMAs and touring with Paul and writing songs with Paul, and obviously he's been instrumental in getting us on the radio and CMT. It's been really great.
And growing up as brothers in northern Alberta on the farm, what was it that brought you together musically? Was it the church? Was it just a musical family? How did you guys get that together?
Probably both of those, actually. Our family's always been super musical. Mom and Dad both play guitar and sing, and we've got 3 older sisters that sang harmony like crazy growing up, so we were surrounded by that kind of stuff all the time.
How come you're not in the band?
Yeah.
Because they have 13 kids between the 3 of them.
No kidding.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know if you guys would have had room for all the entourage.
Some good backup dancers, though.
But our mom and dad actually went to Nashville for their honeymoon, believe it or not. And I think it was 30 years later that they brought us back down to Nashville for the first time in 2001. So it's pretty cool to see that they love country music so much that they'd go there for their honeymoon, and now they get to come and visit us down there.
It's really been a family affair.
Yeah, totally has been.
Wow. Hey, but speaking of family, your family history is very, very interesting. I was talking to you guys when you guys first came in. We have similar family backgrounds coming from Mennonite families. But your grandfather packed up the family and came to Canada from Mexico. That's an interesting story. Tell me about that.
Yeah, I mean, our parents both were born and raised horse and buggy, Mennonite, no electricity, all that good stuff. And our grandpa did rock the boat quite a bit when he bought a truck. You weren't supposed to have trucks in the colony. Down in Cuauhtémoc, Mexico, so they rode the box of that truck. I think it took about 9 days for them sleeping on the side of the road in the ditches. There was 20 children and 4 adults, 2 small Mennonite families, and they made the way to southern Ontario. So that's how we got to Canada, and of course we're from La Crete, which is up by the Northwest Territories, and it's
just south of Santa's house.
Exactly. It's very convenient. We got our Christmas presents on the 23rd already. So
Oh, nice and early.
You know what I was just thinking? The great irony is coming from the Mennonite background where you couldn't have trucks, you couldn't have radios either.
Yeah.
And now you're a band playing on the radio.
I know. Thank God for the radio.
Well, that's great. So quickly, tell me about Paul Brandt's influence. You were saying earlier about how much he's meant to you guys and what he's done for your career.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's 2 things we could do with what Paul has done for us. One could be let it go to our heads and think, well, we must be super awesome because Paul Brandt is taking good care of us. But for anybody who knows Paul, what he's really trying to accomplish by being so good to us is he wants us to learn from it, so that someday when we've got hopefully half the success that he has, there'll be some new kids on the block and we can pass it on. And we're trying our absolute hardest to be as nice a guys as what Paul is, and he's taught us a lot about being a legit human being on and off the stage, the kind of person you actually want to hang out with.
Yeah, well, you are.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished so far, for sure. It's High Valley. They're opening up for Paul Brandt tomorrow night at the Jubilee Auditorium. You guys want to give us a little sample of the show tomorrow night?
Of course.
Sure, yeah. All right, what's the song you're going to sing?
It's a brand new tune. It's called Let It Be Me. And if I can get this mic to stand up, I'm going to stand too.
I can help hold the mic.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. She'll just put her arms over your shoulder.
That's all right, eh?
Well, this song is so brand new that the only place on the planet you can hear it is Country 105.
There you go.
Yeah.
forever for you and me. Whose name you're gonna carve in an old oak tree? Let it be